Rishi Sunak has a couple of months left to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat and save this country from a socialist Labour government. But if he thinks getting the Rwanda bill through Parliament is going to be his saviour, I'd suggest he's very wrong.
We're going to get this bill passed and then we will work to get flights off so we can build that deterrent, because that is the only way to resolve this issue. If you care about stopping the boats, you've got to have a deterrent. You've got to have somewhere that you can send people so that they know if they come here illegally, they won't get to stay. It's as simple as that. The bill is the way we're going to deliver that.
I frankly couldn't care less if the Prime Minister does manage to get planes off the ground with illegal migrants on board. Despite what he says, it's not going to be a deterrent. Migrants themselves waiting in Calais to cross the Channel have said as much. They think we're a laughingstock.
Mention Rwanda and the people here in the camps just laugh. It's become a butt of a joke. The threat hasn't put them off because no one here thinks for a second they're heading back to Rwanda if they make it to the UK.
So not only will Rwanda not stop the boats, but it's going to cost a hell of a lot of taxpayer money too. Your money for the privilege. We've already paid Rwanda £240 million up to the end of last year, and the National Audit Office says a total payment of at least £370 million will be sent over 5 years. If more than 300 people are sent to Rwanda, the UK would pay a one-off fee of, well, £120 million, no less, to boost the Rwandan economy, with further payments of 20 grand per individual relocated. Some 6,000 people have already crossed the Channel this year in small boats, at points up to 500 people a day. So you do the math. It's time to get real. The Rwanda plan is nothing but a distraction, a waste of taxpayer cash and a total waste of time. So I make the case that if the government was serious about stopping the boats, they'd take a leaf from our friends in Australia who solved the problem overnight in the mid-2000s. Former Prime Minister Tony Abbott bravely committed to intercepting boats in the water, and guess what? He swooped to election victory for his efforts.
Our policy involves turning around boats where this can safely and practically be done.
My friends, thank you. The Government of Australia has changed for just the seventh time.
And the Aussie public are urging us to do the same. This is what a few of them told me when I was there just a few months ago.
Yeah, look, I think they've probably got to do something similar in Europe.
Straight away, don't even let them stay and get rid of the boat. You have to destroy the boats and send them straight back.
It's important to have controls on everything that impacts lots of people.
So turning boats back doesn't involve tying a rope to dinghies and dragging them back through the water. The Aussies transferred migrants into extremely safe lifeboat-style vessels and escorted them to their point of departure or offshore processing sites. We are legally allowed to do this under international maritime law. Greece did it. Italy did it. And even if that wasn't the case, we should still do it regardless in the name of national security and, most importantly, stopping the needless deaths of desperate migrants at the hands of cruel smuggling gangs. I already know what critics watching this are going to say. Oh, the French won't allow that. But what's more important? Securing our borders, protecting national security and saving lives, or our relationship with the French, who, by the way, are taking hundreds of millions of pounds to stop the boats but doing naff all with it? Time is running out, so it's time for the Prime Minister to get serious.